Okay, so for the Chiefs Kingdom, I wanted to know what you guys thought of the game earlier today and everything, and just overall kind of takeaways from everything. Yes, I have my Bengals jersey on. No, I'm not trolling. The Chiefs are my favorite team. And so my overall thoughts on this, I actually thought the defense finally had a good showing for once. And yeah, I said for the past, 6 or 7 weeks, and I just haven't been happy with the showings and everything. I felt like there was missed tackles, there was blown coverages and stuff like that. And I just felt like for a defense that played previously with such great anticipation and just always being in the spots where you didn't expect and, stopping big plays and stuff like that. And I think about that play against the Raiders weeks ago, whenever they were trying to go and just gain a yard and get in the end zone. And they literally got that stop, which was very clutch and stuff like that. And just missing plays like that, right? But this game, I feel like they really dialed it up and everything. And yeah, you could say they were taking advantages of, the Browns' mistakes and everything. But I think in general, they just played better and everything. I feel like, like Trent said, they've been working really hard and I feel like it showed and everything. Jameis threw 3 interceptions. Shout out to Trent McDuffie because he finally got his first career interception. How special, how special. Okay, because we've been waiting for this moment and everything. And literally the announcer even said they're like his first career interception and everything. And they were saying how he didn't have one. So, I mean, for him to have that moment, I thought was great. A minute who had this one really great play, and I think he backed up the Browns like 10 yards and everything, and lost to 10, so I thought that was a really great play as well and everything. And I think there was the kick return as somebody fumbled, so they were able to recover that. I think they had 2 fumble recoveries and everything. And yeah, they got some sacks. Like, I feel like the defense just played really well and everything. And yeah, it's not always going to be perfect, but it's important to capitalize on other team's mistakes. And I feel like they did that, and I feel like they forced some mistakes and fumbles and got, some pressure in there. So I feel like that was good. They even benched Jameis after a certain point because you're not throwing any touchdowns, you're only throwing interceptions. They put DTR in there. He actually, had some good moments, but the game ended because he threw an interception. So there was that. In terms of Patrick, he had some good throws and everything, but I said this before, I want the deep ball to be retired so badly. It doesn't work. I think he had one really nice throw to Hopkins and everything, and then he had some other throws that were close, but it was just incompletions, and the deep ball to Worthy is just not working. And he does this at least 3 times a game, and every single time you're losing it down because you keep making these deep balls and not throwing them with enough accuracy, and it just keeps not working. And there was definitely some plays where the defense was able to get pressure on him, so he had to get the ball quicker than he wanted to. I'm definitely aware of that. But if you watch the games this season, you know exactly what I'm talking about, the deep ball. It's just so painful to see it keep not working. It worked like once a season. Like, it has to be retired probably, I fear. Or maybe he just needs to start throwing it to Hopkins more or other people, because with Worthy it's not connecting. And I get it. They're trying to figure it out. That way playoff time comes and everything. Then, he can trust he can make that throw and the big play is going to happen. So who's to say it doesn't happen and everything? But right now it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Noah Gray continues to have some really good plays and everything. Kelsey had some good catches. Worthy probably had a good play or two. Pacheco had some good runs. I think Kareem Hunt had a good run or two and everything. But yeah, Patrick, he missed a fair amount of throws. He really did. And so that was unfortunate. Do I think it was his worst performance of the season? I honestly feel like he's had performances that I thought were worse and everything. I think part of that is due to the tackle situation, him just not feeling comfortable to stay in the pocket and make those throws and trying to get out of it, and like all the pressure getting to him. I think they had Joe Thuney at left guard, or they changed his position, and then Caliendo was in. I believe maybe he was playing left guard or something. So I actually think the guard situation, it was okay. It wasn't as bad as it's been. And what was his name? The guy who has played guard the past game, he's unfortunately out. Humphreys, he's out. So hopefully he'll be back soon. And then there was that Mahomes injury towards the end, which was unfortunate with his ankle injury. And it just seems like he keeps re-aggravating it every single year. And people say like, oh, he's just trolling, it's not real and everything. But he's just re-aggravating the injury, in my opinion. And so, yeah, I'm just glad to finally see a blowout for once. It was 21-7. Okay, so finally. So I was happy about that. They definitely should have scored more, and I definitely agree with people on Twitter. Andy Reid, Matt Nagy have had some egregious play calling. Like, they were doing so good with the run in the beginning, and then the second half they kept doing the passing, and the passing wasn't really advancing them. So I think that was a problem as well. So I'm just sick of the bad play calling. Matt Nagy after the season has to go. I've seen enough bad plays. And the red zone offense is just egregious. It is so bad. It's ridiculous. And every single week, I say this and I see this, but something's definitely got to change and everything. So there's that. And Wentz went in for, a few plays, and he was able to have some good throws and everything. So moving forward, what I would like to see them do, I hope that Humphreys as well, he can go back to left guard and everything, and they just get as much security at the left guard and, offensive line position, because that's really important for Patrick to do what he needs to do. So I think that is really important. I hope the chemistry with Worthy continues to develop, because he had some nice plays this game. He really did, and everything. He had a touchdown. I don't know why Patrick wasn't credited for that. They try to say it wasn't a forward pass. He threw it to him. It should be a throwing touchdown, but I kind of digress on that point. So, I see some moments. Kelsey still got it and everything. I think during the playoffs, they are going to, get better, become a different team, and all that stuff. People want to say that this team is a fraud, but you guys know Mahomes in the playoffs and this team in the playoffs is different. I'm so tired of seeing the frauds and the first round exits and blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys already know what's going to happen. So that part is something there, and I hope that the defense continues to play up and play better. Omenihu coming back certainly helped that and everything, but not every team is going to be like this. Not every team is going to make as many mistakes that they did, and are always going to be able to capitalize off of that. But, I trust this team. They haven't lost in one-score games, like 15 games in a row. So, they have a lot of talent. I believe they can get better, and so still looking forward to it. Hopefully Mahomes can recover from his injury, because definitely has to be back next week against the Texans, because Nico Collins is back now and they just won their last game and everything. So they're getting a little bit of momentum and everything. And so, yeah, I feel like if Mahomes is there, I feel a lot more confident in a win. Wentz, not 100% sure on that. So I hope Mahomes is able to be better and play and everything. It sounds like he is. They just said basically that he could have came back and everything, but Andy Reid just wanted to err on the side of caution. So I think he should be back, and hopefully that is the situation that we have at hand there, because they got to win the next 2 games and everything. That way they can get the number 1 seed, because the Bills just won, but they're 2 games ahead of the Bills, honestly. So all they need to do is just not drop another game, and they should be good. And even if they drop 1 game, it's just 1 game. Just don't drop 2 games, and it should be fine to get the number 1 seed for the playoffs advantage and all that stuff. But yeah. Mahomes has definitely had better games, certainly, and everything, and I just expect everything to continue to get better, and we will see what happens. But this was the first game all season, besides the Saint game toward the end, because everybody got injured, where I just didn't have riddling anxiety. I was able to actually chill in the game and stuff like that. I'm sure there was some blown coverages and some moments that I wasn't pleased to see and everything, but I wasn't stressed out the entire game and everything. And in the back of my mind, I thought, they're gonna blow it and it's gonna be really close game at the end, but they were able to actually kind of hold pace. So finally, the first game of the season, for the most part, that I haven't been stressed the entire time, I was able to just chill. But another point in terms of the play calling that I want to make, I'm tired of Andy Reid being so conservative on the play calling. It is 4th and 3. It is 4th and 1. Why the fuck are you not going for it? I am so sorry. Why are you punting the ball away? And this is something that I have been noticing, and just something that pisses me off. You go for the field goal. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. It is what it is. But they were in prime position to just go for it there and take the points. I'm tired of all this conservative play calling and stuff like that. And I think it depends on the circumstances, who your opponent is, the point in the game, but they should have been primed to go for that. And that's something that's really frustrating to me every single time I watch a Chiefs game. Yeah, I like the Chiefs a lot. We'll see what happens, and let me know what you think below.